Hi, so today is a very exciting video. Well, at least exciting for me. It's the new SUQQU summer collection. And I have two of their eyeshadow quads. I believe they also have a setting powder, two parts. One part is a normal setting powder and one part is a highlighter. But I didn't get that one. I just get these two eyeshadow quads. One is 104 and one is 105. I will just put each of this on each of my eye. The launching date on this one, they are already launched at Japan. I believe it's launched at May 7. It will be launched this collection at May 20 in the UK, like in Selfridges. But for some reason, these are available to be purchased on the Selfridges site in like 10. So it's like 10 days before the launching date. So I don't know why it's like that, but I am able to get this. The inside of this, it's a summer collection, and the inside is quite summery, and I think a little bit springy and summery kind of feeling. This is the 104 as the Tasogarezome, and this one is the 105 Yoisekisora. I think this one means the sunset sky. So when the sun sets and the sky was in like a reddish orangey color, and I think the name of this is to describe that kind of look of sky. This one is about the sky in the midnight. So I think they are inspired by the different looking of the sky in the different time of the day. So the actual eyeshadows, so normally their quad, the signature color eyes line, they usually have one of the color would be a satin matte color, one is a glitter topper, and two are shimmers. It seems to be the same with these two, but I do find some of the shimmer shades has a little bit more sparkle into it, like this one, the 105 one, the midnight sky one. Maybe it's difficult to tell from the camera, but these two does have a little bit more sparkle than the shimmers in other quads. Maybe it's because of the theme of this palette. You know, the midnight sky, there's probably like stars on the sky, so maybe the sparkle was like a represent of the star. This one, the 104 one, the deeper bronze shade has a little bit of sparkle in it, but this one is pretty much the orangey color is pretty much just a shimmer. Let's actually put this on our eyes, and I will put a swatch clip throughout the video when I'm using a specific shade, and I'll also put the whole swatch at the end of the video. And I might also do a like swatch comparison with other shades in this, other quads in this same line that could be considered a little bit similar, to just give you like a reference of how this is looking in real life, because sometimes the color on the camera could look a little bit different than it is in real life. First, this 104 color, I usually will just put the matte, satin matte color all through my eyelid, and I'm gonna do the same with this one. There's one thing about SUQQU eyeshadow. If you love SUQQU eyeshadow, you know that they are not the most pigmented eyeshadow in the world, and I actually like that. I don't think a good eyeshadow has to be a very, very pigmented eyeshadow. Like nowadays, I feel especially on the Western YouTube beauty community. Like the pigmentation of eyeshadow is kind of equals to the quality, which I don't think so. I think a sheer pigmentation eyeshadow could also be a very good quality eyeshadow. And I think SUQQU, they have the best sheer eyeshadow formulas. It's very blendable, of course, and it's very even, because sometimes sheer eyeshadows can be very patchy. Maybe it's just because they don't have enough of pigment to be like covering the whole area, so it looks patchy. But SUQQU eyeshadow, especially this new collection, the Signature Eyes collection, they never do that to me. You can see it's like just throw this color on your eye and it's like blending itself. I think I want to put these two shades on my eyelid. So maybe put this orangey one on the inner half and this bronze one on the outer half. I'm just gonna use my finger because I don't know if they are designing to use this with your finger, but I do find with the shimmer shades in SUQQU's formula, your finger works perfectly fine. You can just apply it as you are applying like a cream eyeshadow. It works very similar to a cream eyeshadow. Well, this orangey color is such a cute, a pretty summer color. I think with SUQQU, their shades is like something else. They never really do a very like weird shade. Every shade, almost like 90% of the shades are like everyday kind of shades, but they can do it just a little bit, a hint different than other companies to make it still wearable, but a little bit different, a little bit unique than other products on the market. So I really like that. So the first half applied, and we're gonna apply this one, the deeper bronze shade. I think for this quad, you don't really need a brush. The pigmentation is buildable and it's very easy to shear out, so your finger works perfectly fine. And I'm gonna use this orangey color on my lower lash line. Such a pretty quad, and it does a little bit reminds me of the sunset sky. It's that kind of reddish orangey kind of color. So the last, this topper shade. This topper shade, I feel like it could be a little bit different throughout the line. Some quad they has this one a little bit more pigmented, and some quads has this shade a little bit more sheer, and I do think that's like intentional. So this one is one of the more pigmented ones. So what I like doing is just pat, not swipe, because it would be a very, how to say, stark like area, just a block of like glitter. I don't like that. I like to add the glitter throughout the lid to give like almost a glow on your eyelid. I think that's a very, how to say, very chic and sexy kind of look. And a little bit on the inner lower lash line. Sometimes with some shimmers on the inner lower lash line can wicks you up a little bit without you know, using the very stark white, very light under eye concealer. So that's this eye done. Very nice quality. So the pink one, The pink one is a little bit, as you can see, a little bit cool toned. So I'm just gonna do the same. Apply the crease color. This crease color, the other one is more of a mustard yellow shade, and this one is more of a dusty pink shade. I think when I was open this palette, it reminds me of the 01 shade in the permanent line. So I'm gonna do a swatch comparison to that later. Well, this one, the satin matte color, is much more pigmented than the 104 matte shade. Actually, I am not a big fan of like a dirty, cool-toned mauve shade because sometimes it ages me. I don't know how an eyeshadow color can ages anybody, but sometimes it does. I don't know how this one would work. It seems fine. I still like a more warmer crease shade, but this shade seems to be okay. So let's go with the shimmer shades. The pink one, I'll do the same with this eye, which is putting this pink color on the inner half of the eyelid. This one is also a very cute color. Actually, layering this one on the matte shade, I don't mind that shade. So the darker one, the like mauve, dark taupe brown kind of color. Well, this one is much more pigmented than this one. Maybe I need, with this one, I need a little bit brush blending. Actually, I don't think this two is the color for me. I do like the pink shimmer a lot. That one is a very cute one. So I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line. I gone a little bit too far, but I will correct that later. So now is the glitter topper. This one is a pigmented one in the line, but I would say maybe a little bit less pigmented than the warmer color quad. Still very pretty. This one, the glitter shade is more of a, not really a gold, but the shift of the glitter is more warmer, and this one is shift to kind of blue, but not like a real very blue kind of blue, but it's just a little bit cool toned kind of shift. Maybe you can tell a little bit from the camera. Like in this angle, it's looking a little bit blue, but it's basically a white topper shade. So layering a little bit more, and on the lower lash line. So I will clean up the edge and finish the look. The makeup is done. For my lips, I used another SUQQU product. Is the Flawless Lip Gloss in the shade 104. This is actually also a limited edition one, but I think the color is very summery and very appropriate for this look. This whole collection, well, at least the eyeshadow quad, I think they are very how to say, on the theme for a summer collection. And sometimes when it comes to like summer, I feel like the colors is just so rich a lot of the time, like a very rich bright yellow, like a very rich orange, or a very rich strawberry red or something like that. Although those kind of colors I love as well, but on the daily basis I just don't feel like to pull out a very pigmented, like a yellow, to do my makeup with. I want something that's very easy, but I still want a hint of summer in my look. So for those days, these are perfect. They are very easy to use colors. It pairs well with pretty much everything, like cheek colors, lip colors, but still they have a hint of summer in it. So for me, as someone that is has a desk work, going out of the door and get ready very fast in the morning, this kind of product is just very nice. And I think that's just why I love SUQQU, because they are fun, but they are also easy to use. You don't have to be have a very a very great makeup skill to make this look good on you. So thank you for watching. The actual video about my face will be over at this point, and I will do some arm swatches and the swatch comparison with other colors in this same line. So when I was opening this one, I feel like it could be a little bit similar to the color 02 in the permanent line, which is this one. So let's swatch this one next to the new one. So as you can see, they are quite different, I would say, but the orange color could be a little bit similar, but the new one, this limited edition one, is a little bit more red, like compared to this one. But the bronze shade are quite similar, I would say. So I think the major difference in this palette is the topper and the matte satin shade. In the new one, the 104 color, the satin color is more of a warm mustard yellowy kind of brown. But in the quad 02, the matte color is more of a taupe, cool toned, has a little bit gray with it. So actually I really like this 02 color. It's very how to say, go to the work, go to the school kind of look. It's very easy to use because it has the more cool tone color and more warm tone colors. You can, how to say, adjust the warmth of your look by adjusting how much of the color you use, like of these two colors. So maybe this one is a little bit versatile palette. But I do think this one, the new one, has a little bit more punch into it. like the shimmer is more pigmented and it's like more summery. So I do like the new one a little bit more. So that's that. Yeah, 105 quad. When I was first opening this palette, I thought it's a little bit similar to the 01 in the permanent line, which is this one. Of course, this one doesn't have like the pinky reddish shimmer, so this one won't be a dupe or anything. But I just want to compare other shades because I do find it could be a little bit similar. Swatched this on my arm. Now I think actually they are not that similar. The matte shade in the new quad is kind of the same shade with a shimmer in the 02 quad, but the formula is different. Like I said, this is satin matte and this is a shimmer. And satin matte in this one is like kind of a dusty rosy pink, so it's nothing similar to the new one. And the other shades are also not that similar, but the topper shade, maybe you can tell from this angle, the topper shades are quite similar. That's about it, I think. Thank you for watching. Bye.